What's up, everybody? FSC Trucking. We're coming up here to exit 501, about 30 miles north of Denton in the town of Gainesville. We'll be checking out a place that I'm being told is called Trucker's Paradise. It's a whole nother take on truck stops. Apparently, it's an old outlet mall that is no longer an old outlet mall, but they're converting into a truck stop. That's more than just the average truck stop. My buddy Shimon over at Grinding Gears YouTube channel talked to me about this. And honestly, I was probably going to drive by. I wasn't going to stop. We unloaded and loaded down in Waxahachie and then reloaded in Waco. And then I'm like, you know what, coming up here's a little out of the way, but let's go ahead and check it out. So we decided we would do so. Shimon told me it was exit 501, A Road southbound side, so that's the other side of the highway. So we'll cross over. He said it looks like an old outlet mall. Shop. How'd I say slop? And sleep. Trucker's Paradise. Truckers Enter here. $3.08 a gallon, free parking. You might be getting fuel here. Okay.
Have y'all been here before?
Nope.
Well, welcome to Trucker's Paradise. There's a couple of coupons, a sticker. So right now we have the Paradise Mart. It's going to be located down there at the end. That's our convenience store.
Okay.
And then we have the food court up front. So we have Sabaros Pizza, Doghouse Coffee, In the Cut Cafe, and Butter Chicken Bowl.
Okay.
Our showers are up and operating now. So we have just like our standard, and then we have our luxury showers.
Okay.
And then free parking, so you can park wherever you want. We do the mobile diesel, so they'll come to your truck, and if you go on our website and sign up for the free membership, they offer free truck wash for the first time.
Oh, cool. Excellent.
Well, have a good day.
Thank you. Yeah, mobile fuel. They bring the fuel to you.
It's pretty old.
That's something new. So no ELD creeping. You guys with ELDs, you could just go. Or you don't have to go anywhere. They bring it to you. So you don't got to creep around at 8.5 miles an hour or less. All right, I'm gonna turn the green APU on. We'll be here a little bit. Alrighty, now we got air conditioning. I really need to fix the factory air in this thing, but for now the green APU does the job. All right, I'll grab me my shirt and we'll go talk to everybody over here. Thank you, baby.
All right, excellent. One thing I noticed too is they make a space between the parking spaces. So if you're oversized or just room for walking, maybe that's for truck washing, maybe that's for fueling purposes. And they number the lanes so that way you can tell them where you're at. So what are we, H3? Yeah, we're H3. All right, cool.
I'll probably get fuel here. It would make sense to. It's cheaper here than anywhere else, so we'll get it here. As long as I remember we're H3, we should be good. Alrighty, so off camera, I spoke to the CEO, Dean, who's basically in charge of all this, and I asked him a lot of questions from what I saw, and he gave me a big tour of the whole place, of what is here currently and what's coming. So a little while ago, I had asked the parking spaces. They're not just one single line dividing the parking spots. There's these big wide walking areas. And I asked him, I says, I noticed that. What is the purpose of that? I had mentioned it's easier for a wide load to get parked. That was one thing. I thought maybe also for when they bring fuel to you or wash your truck, it gives them room to work. He said, yeah, that's that, but there's more. I'm like, okay, what's that? You ever have to walk in a, and this is the thing that worries me when Jen rides with me. Now, it's not that often, but Jen does ride from time to time, and it worries me. If she walks out of the truck to go use the restroom or something, you have to worry about your safety. Well, if there's more space between the two trucks, there's no chance, I say no chance, there's less chance of people hiding underneath the trailer, you know, a stick-up man or something to do whatever. And I don't say, oh, FSC, blah, blah, blah. No, I literally know a guy who's got a cut across his face because that's how the stick-up man got him. He wanted to keep his money, he fought for it, and he got slashed in the face with it. That was up in Gary, Indiana, Lake Station area. I'm not gonna say his name, but if he's watching, he knows who he is. He used to work with me back in the day. I knew the guy. That's one issue. It makes it more safe. Two, if there's more space between the trucks and the driver takes off, well, look at it. They're angled this way. So if you back in, you're backing in on your sight side. There's a few truck stops where if you back in at an angle, you've got to back in on your blind side. So if you're backing in, you're on your sight side. It makes it easier if the truck isn't right on the line, he's got some space over. So that's all the reasons why we notated that there's space here. And yes, that might be sacrificing more space. Think about it. If you got rid of all that space, you probably could put a couple more parking places. They'd rather have it this way. That's their answer to me. So, okay, maybe they sacrifice some spaces for some safety, security, room to work, and so on. And we're gonna get fuel here in a minute. I'll show you how that works because I'm kind of curious as to how that goes on. So fuel here currently is $3.08 a gallon. Down the road at a QT, that was $3.19. I think the Loves down the road was like down by Denton, Texas, was in the neighborhood of I think $3.47, $3.49, somewhere in that range. Over here it's $3.08. All right, so what I wanted to show you was stuff that's coming up here. By the way, today's Tuesday, the grand opening extravaganza, this, that, and the other. A bunch of other YouTubers were here. My buddy Shimon did a live here that's grinding gears. Mother Trucker, he was here. Mother Trucker official YouTube channel. He was here too. He spent a couple of days here. He's got his merch for sale in the store here too. So, that gives me an idea. But anyway, he was here too. I think a few others were here. But that's why I sadly couldn't make it to that, so I came over here on a Tuesday instead. So it is what it is. Schedules didn't work out, but nonetheless, here I am. We got the tour earlier. Now you got to bear in mind, the buildings, the property, all of that costs an absolute fortune. So not everything is open yet. So I can show you what is, and I can show you what will be. But they're opening now. Their grand opening was Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Of course, I'm here Tuesday. Now behind these false walls, there's got a lot more coming here too. So right for now, you've got plenty of options. But coming up soon, got even more. And then of course, if we walk a little further, I guess probably for times when it's a little bit more busy. Yeah, they got a bar. Yeah, gotta have it. And again, I have one at home too.
Raspberry chocolate, all right. Sir, would you like a sample?
I'm good, thank you though.
Okay.
And I'll take a cookies and cream.
Cookies and cream. Yes.
And I see that hazelnut.
Oh, that's my favorite. Oh my gosh, it's like a candied hazelnut praline. It's so good. All right, we'll definitely do that one for sure.
And that's it.
All right, I'll ring you right over
All
here. It's
right.
going to be $11.85.
I know.
Everything for you here is going to be awesome.
Hey, how was dinner?
Delicious.
Well, we had wings. And let me tell you, I don't know what kind of chickens and wings come from, but those suckers are big.
They were very
Meal.
Again. With the door.
With the door. The wings were a meal by itself. So if you're hungry, don't overestimate your stomach. If you're hungry, get the wings and get a side of fish with them. Trust me, that's a meal in and of itself.
Yeah, I could only eat 1.5 wings.
All right, let's go and get our truck fueled up. Then we got an extra surprise for you guys. Well, surprise for me. Some of you guys will enjoy. Now, they told me the procedure for getting fuel, bringing fuel to your truck, is find anybody with the Hawaiian style shirts, and they'll have a radio and be able to radio and get the fuel truck or trailer, however they're doing it, brought over to you. But I figure what I'll just do is we'll kill 2 birds with 1 stone. We'll come into the convenience store, show you that, and go ahead and start the process of getting the fuel brought to the truck at discount pricing. Thank you.
What number?
Oh, we're over there on H3, Black Peterbilt.
Okay. Fuel, can I get a copy? I want to fill it all the way up.
Yep, fill it.
What was that?
H3.
H3 would like to have fuel. Fill it all the way up, please.
Copy that.
Copy. Thank you. Awesome.
Excellent. I'll meet them out there.
Awesome. Thank you.
Excellent.
Now, I don't know if everybody has to be there while they fuel the trucks, but I can't exactly film it if I'm not over there filming it, right? So I'm gonna go over there and take care of that. One of the other services they offer here, we're not gonna do it now because, well, look at the weather. It'd be kind of a waste of money there. Is they'll bring the wash trailer. Matter of fact, I think it's that right there on that tractor, and they'll bring it over to you and they'll wash the truck too. So they'll wash you up and fuel you up while your truck doesn't have to move. Like I said, no ELD creeping, no any of that. So it doesn't that way it doesn't aggravate me when you're in my way and I'm trying to get around you when you're doing 5 hectares an hour, idling in like first gear. And doesn't aggravate you because you don't have to be in my way, idling at 5 hectares an hour to try to get to a fuel pump, taking you 3 hours to get across the lot. Is what it is. Benefits. Well, this would be a first fuel brought to me.
Yes, sir.
How's it going, Steve?
Robert,
good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Excellent. All right, we fuel up both sides if you would, please.
For company rules, I can just put this on. You might
Not a problem. Grounding wire. Been a while. Back in the day, most people know that about me. I used to be in the Air Force. Back in the day, I used to deal with this a lot. You had to ground aircraft, fuel trucks, everything grounded to the ground. It sounds silly, but it had to be done.
Oh, so they put the gallon reader right on the nozzle. Okay. Interesting. Interesting setup. Filtered fuel comes out the bottom of the tank. Put a pump right on the PTO on the tractor. And then up into the reel. Or they cycle it back into the tank if you open the valve. Sure. All right, we're all done. Put the grounding wire away and reel up the hose.
Nice seeing you just take calm data too.
Yes, sir.
Well, that'll help a lot of other guys. I know we're talking about different. Dean was telling me about the different fleet cards that they take. As far as I know, they take most of them, but you can always, if you hear, just ask them. They'll tell you what they take and what they don't. But I know calm data, that's a big one.
FSC store? They got 131.7.
Excellent. Now we just go over to C store and pay. Nice and easy. All right, brother. Thank you.
Thank you.
All righty. All righty. All right, let's go pay up. Guys, walking over, I just saw this. You know what that's for? That's for scrubbing the side of your van or reefer. Thank you.
Awesome.
Truck's fueled up, ready to go.
Yes. So we had 131.7.
Yep.
We were gonna pay with fleet or debit?
Debit card.
Debit.
308 a gallon it was, right?
Yes, sir.
There you go. Down the road it was like 319, and other bigger ones was a lot more than that, like 347 I think it was. So.
Yep. So your total comes out to 405.64.
Look at that. What a deal.
There you go.
Excellent. Now a little birdie named Dean told me and showed me there's a humidor back there.
Yes. Would you like to see it?
Absolutely. See it
Awesome.
and buy some.
Okay. Awesome. Let's go.
Let's go.
So,
Bet you weren't expecting that.
yeah. Our chrome room. These are our games. This is our humidor. This is our cigars.
Now they just opened, so it doesn't have a huge amount yet.
So we are gonna get more, yes. So we have the Cuban Rounds, Taste of Havana, the Romeo and Juliet, the Rebirth cigars, Emerald Acid cigars, and the Cuban Delights Premium. And you can't forget about the real woods. So.
They're already talking my language right here. Excellent.
Awesome.
There we go.
That's a nice one.
I'll have a
Very
nice
popular.
Romeo y Julieta, I think it's how you properly pronounce it, 1875.
I bet you've never figured that this would be in a truck stop. Let me tell you about the truck stop though. This isn't an actual typical truck stop like we're used to dealing with in this industry. This is something far greater. Most places in the trucking industry, I feel, are very predatory towards the drivers. They don't treat us like people. Honestly, they don't even treat us like animals. I know people that own animals, they treat them better. Truck stops are very predatory. They treat us like a number. I remember when the ELD mandate hit, the day it hit, the next day, half of all the truck stop parking lots were reserved parking. You gotta pay to park there. You see guys half the time, they'll invent parking spaces and they wanna give $20 for a bottle of water and a place to park when you could have just sat there like anybody else like we used to. I started driving 27 years ago. 27 years ago, they were just starting to phase out free coffee. You roll up, you bought a full tank of diesel fuel, 98, 99 cents a gallon, whatever it was back then, maybe $1.07, whatever. Free cup of coffee, out the door you go. Nowadays, they don't even think, it's like, wow, I just paid $1,000 for a tank of fuel, and they do nothing but give you the bird on their way out. What is that? Quite literally yesterday, Jen and I went to a Pilot in Waco, used to be a Flying J. We order a steak in the Denny's. 53 minutes later, the steak shows up. Only thing hot was the fresh gravy. Everything else was bone cold. After remaking our meal, still charges full price. All in, time-wise, hour and a half-ish. That's unacceptable. But that's the way they treat us. I've been doing the RV thing since I was a kid. And to me, this place reminds me of an RV resort, but for truckers. Admittingly, as of right now, not everything is done, okay? But the plan with this place, I mean, yeah, you could come in and you could spend the night here in a good, reliable, safe, easy to get in and out parking lot, well lit, the whole bit, fully staffed convenience store. They call it a C-store, but to me it's a convenience store. Good food over there. You have everything here that a truck stop has. But in reality, it's better because there's only a couple of places I can think of that even come close to this. One is the 595 in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and then Jubit's out by Portland. That's it. Only two places I can think of that are like this. Out the windows here, smoke room, is outdoor patio furniture, place to sit outside. There's a bar. There's a bar here. Obviously you don't want to drink and drive, but if you're gonna sit here, have a couple of beers, I don't know if they sell liquor or not, but I know they do serve beer. Sleep it off in your truck, roll out the next morning, good to go, like everybody else does at home. By the way, this place kind of reminds me of an RV resort. In other words, you pull in, you park your truck, and you leave it. You don't worry about it. You go to sleep in the sleep rooms if you want. It's basically a small hotel. Rates are pretty reasonable. Right now, I think the smaller ones are talking $40, $50, or maybe a little less than that. And the luxury ones, say luxury in air quotes, because basically like a normal hotel room, I believe, and they're a little bit more than that. But either way, it's a lot less than a Hampton. Hampton Inn, you're looking at $150. So I think the luxury rooms are gonna come in about $100 less per night. So that's pretty good. Actually, it's a per hour thing. It's like a 6 hour, I think, minimum. Think about it, if you're in for 10, you gotta look and see, but either way. The point is, you come in, let's say you're doing a 34-hour restart. You're in with a wide load, you can't move, curfew, whatever it might be. You come in here, you park your truck, and you don't have to move. You stay right where you are. They bring the fuel to you. They wash your truck if you want. You gotta check the pricing on the truck wash. I don't know, but look online, I'll see if I can put it up right here. Wash your truck for it. Everything you'd ever want is right here. Good food, drink, cigar, smoke room, whichever. Outside, I mean, it's just Texas. It's not like it's cold like Green Bay. Outside's beautiful. Got the palm trees out there, the grass. If you got a dog, they're setting up right outside. There's a little black gate. Just setting up an area for your dogs to run around. Not have to have them on a leash. They can run around and play and do their thing. I mean, what truck stop does this? It's not a regular truck stop. It's trucker's paradise. I figure since it's nice, I'll come out to some fresh air.
This is trucking the way trucking should be, boys and girls. The setting sun.